Let's find out if the 10 Commandments would work in nature. Some people understand that those are commands from the authorities to enslave us, but some believe that those are divine rules, and I'll explain to you why that's impossible. We as natural animals, just like all animals, understand what we are supposed to do. Nobody needs to tell us. Not to mention the obvious, which I've already talked about, God would not communicate with us through an unnatural language because it doesn't use man-made things. God would have to be natural. Also, there's nothing in nature indicating that there's only one God. This is a man-made belief. God, good, backwards, dog. You're a good doggy if you follow the master's rules. That's what following God is about. It's being a dog. Doing good. That's it. That's what it's all based on. I am God, and you shall have no other gods before me. This is fear-mongering, enslavement. There is authority, so you're not free to do whatever you want. Because nature created you wrong, so let us correct you. Follow the man-written text, and you will be right. No, you are perfect. You are supposed to follow your instinct. They want you to believe that if you don't follow the text, you will go to hell. When actually, if you follow the natural things which texts such as the Bible forbid you, you will ascend. Thou shalt bring no false idols before me. This is anti-nature. If an imaginary idol is what you're supposed to worship, then you end up not worshipping actual natural entities, or things which we are able to sense, the sun, aka Jesus, the moon, maybe even the black sun, things which we stumble upon in nature. Do not misuse or carry the name of the Lord in vain. It's impossible to misuse a name, naturally speaking, because names are unnatural, so it cannot even be done in nature. Therefore, it also can't have any consequences, even if there would be such thing as judgment. Remember the Sabbath day, keep it holy. We have one day to rest. In Germany, the shops are closed Sundays. God worked, so be a good slave and work too, because working is godly. In nature, you can rest whenever you want to. Every day is free. We hunt, but we do it out of necessity, and it's fun. It's not comparable to work nowadays. And we didn't have weeks, as in Monday to Sunday. Honor your father and your mother. 2 words, absolutely natural. Thou shalt not murder. There's been so much murder committed in the name of religions. If you believe in history, I don't, but there's probably some truth to it. As I explained in the video, violence is the only answer. If you don't murder, you don't remove the problem. So it is a control system. If it would mean killing in general, then it would be almost too absurd to talk about, because life only comes from death. It's the circle of life. If you don't kill in nature, you die. That's it. It's simple. Whether it's plants or animals, both of which defend themselves. And humans are also animals, and we have a history of cannibalism. Think about what that means. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Marriage is unnatural, especially nowadays with the contracts and everything. If you want to be together with somebody in nature, be honest to them and so on. You don't need anybody to tell you that, and you don't need a minister to approve of it, because it's normal. Those are invisible chains, because marriage is in your head. It's a belief. There is no way to sense it, because marriage doesn't exist. You may also end up rejecting your natural instinct when you want to have sex with somebody, depress your quote-unquote needs, be frustrated, only have sex if a man approves of it. Again, it's authority. You shall not steal. I already made a video about this. Link will be in the description. You don't have or own anything, so there's no way to steal. Nothing belongs to me, not even the clothes I'm wearing. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Basically a commandment against lying. It's not possible to lie with words, but it is possible to lie with your manners. For example, if I would want to communicate to my dog and ask him, without language, if he spilled the milk, I don't have a dog by the way, he could answer, again, without language, and tell me. It's simple. Language is unnatural, so it shouldn't be connected with unnatural things such as lying. And the punchline is that if somebody would come out of the forest right now who lived here his entire life, and I would try to communicate to him the 10 Commandments, I couldn't even do it because he wouldn't understand the language. And if I showed him the book, he wouldn't be able to read it because they teach us in school how to do it. It's the education. It's a natural behavior. In other words, natural people do not understand the 10 Commandments. So it is made for unnatural people. Deception and lying are great tools in nature for dominance. If we trick an animal for food or for other food, we throw something and another animal runs for it, and then we go and eat the fruit. Deception requires intelligence, and this is why the Illuminati are so great at deceiving us. They are brilliant. You shall not covet, desiring what is not one's own. If you have a strong desire, you really long for something that is not your own, even though, as I explained, that's not even possible, then at least it would motivate you to stand up and actually do something. So what's the conclusion here? The 10 Commandments are there to depress human nature so you don't ascend.